AFTV, Dan, despite what Troops are saying, I'm still disappointed with the draw today. What did you make of the game?
I need some Hennessy and Cokes like Troops, you know what I'm saying, to get myself up for stuff.
Yeah,
I'm deflated, I can't lie. I think what's frustrating me the most, Rob, is yet again we're conceding ridiculously bad goals. And I keep hearing a lot of people telling me, yeah, you got to expect that with a young team. Jorginho's 33, man. Come on, don't tell me this is a young side that's making mistakes, because Jorginho has come on as a calming head. Yeah, okay, Rice got injured, which is frustrating, and I'll come on to that in a minute. But for me, Jorginho has just got to keep it simple. One thing he normally does is keep things simple.
Keep it simple.
That's
what I couldn't understand. Like you said, he normally keeps it simple.
Listen, I heard Tricto talking about El Neni, but I'm not going down that road, because for me, Jorginho is an experienced enough player. He's had more game time than El Neni. He's come on, and everyone says sideways passing. We needed that today, man.
Yeah.
We needed that. We get 2-1 up, and then straight away they get back into the game. Now, I actually think it was a fair result today. I can't sit there and lie to you. As much as we bantered them, they came into the game, and I thought the first 10 minutes, I could tell already, I thought, yeah, this is a different Spurs straight away. This isn't the Conte and the Mourinho ball that we've been used to over the last 3-4 years after Poch. And I actually think they play a very attractive style of football. I think Maddison was always a problem. I thought Bissouma did really, really well. But you could tell as soon as Declan Rice come on that they were going to win that midfield battle. Come off. And 6 games in, 6 injuries to our players. We're looking at 6 injuries now. Like, I'm not going to start making excuses to why that's why we're dropping points, because I don't actually feel we've been that convincing yet. We're 6 games in. I've not looked at one Premier League game. Let me ask you, have you been massively convinced yet in 6 games of Arsenal? Wow, City will be dangerous looking at us.
In the Premier League, no. You know what? I've been more convinced by the away performances, because I've seen a level of control, but home, no.
Listen, why are we conceding goals at home? Why are we doing this? Why can we go away? Everton, I know they didn't give us much, but Everton, they look convincing. Palace, it seems that if those fixtures were at the Emirates, you'd expect to be conceding. Why is it we can go away and keep a clean sheet? Because that's what's letting us down, Rob, here. We get ourselves back into our 3 points coming our way, penalties been taken, let's go into it. Straight away, boom, ridiculous mistake. Listen, some of the positives today are that, we haven't lost the game and we haven't played particularly well again. I suppose that's something we could look at. But I worry about the depth of this squad, because there's 2 different words here. There's depth and there's strength in depth. They're 2 different things for me. We've got depth because look at the amount of players we can bring into the side. Have we got strength in depth? I'm still not too sure in some of the positions, and I think we've now got 6 players out in 6 games, which means that we've lost Partey, Timber, Rice, Vieira, Trossard and Martinelli in 6 games. I don't think any of those are long-term other than Timber from what we know. Maybe Partey could be a few weeks, but these
are big players as well. I mean, I don't care what depth you've got. If you're missing those type of players, right, they're very hard to replace. You ordinarily, if Declan Rice comes off at half time, you could bring on Partey. Like, he's out. Like you said, if Martinelli comes off, bring Trossard on, but they're both out. So that's very, very concerning at the moment when you're missing players like that. But still, like you said, it's defensively.
We're only 6 games in, man. It's only going to get tougher. We've got Manchester City to come here. That's going to be tough. Everyone's now excited because Rodri's missing, so it'll be interesting to see what they do there. But for me, we've got to make sure we're not missing players as well now, because we have this game today, and it's like, wow, no one thought Trossard would be injured. He is. Nobody expected Rice and Vieira to come off at half-time injured. I don't know how long-term they are. People are saying that there was some ice on the calf. I heard judges going mental blaming Southgate about it. Fair play, he hates England and Southgate, don't he? But, listen, Declan Rice was never injured at West Ham, so let's hope it's only like a precaution and he's okay for the next game. Because we got him thick and fast now, I wanted to mention David Raya today, because I've heard a few people say, this was poor and his kicking was poor and it's not fair on Ramsdale. Yeah, his kicking weren't amazing. Do you not think he made an unbelievably good save in the first half? Because for me, if it wasn't for Raya's saves there, we could be looking at a different result today, I wanted to mention the starting lineup as well, because I felt like Smith Rowe could have come in today after Trossard and Martinelli injury. I worry for his future, Robbie Smith Rowe, because he's a player that I believe deserves game time, and I'm not having to go at Reece Nelson, who I thought was good when he come on again, but I just worry, where is he actually getting into this side now? Because you've got Trossard ahead of him, Martinelli ahead of him, Vieira ahead of him, Havertz ahead of him, Saka ahead of him, Jesus ahead of him, Eddie ahead of him. That's 7. So is Smith Rowe our 8th most attacking player now, when there's 2 seasons ago he's our top scorer? I need to see a little bit more of Emil Smith Rowe, I think, and I'm not so sure that, I've seen enough in his training sessions to suggest that he should deserve to be in the side. Maybe that's a concern for Mikel Arteta, but I really want to see him, and I was good to see him come on and good to see him come on midweek. week. But I want to see Smith Rowe getting back into this side now, because he's the one that I think could give us a little bit of that lift. Gabriel Jesus today, I don't know why he came off, but he should have definitely scored. You know, you go through there, you do brilliantly with your press, you take the ball off of James Maddison, just keep calm and composed and slot it home. And he smashed his foot through it, got himself excited, and it's gone over the bar. Could be a different game from that point of view. So it's fine margins today. You know, we talk about David Raya at one end making a brilliant save, Jesus up the other. But today, I do think it was a fair result, man. I can't say the same. But I've got to say this, stop making ridiculous mistakes in these games. Otherwise, you will not win a title, Arsenal Football Club.